morning. Let's get working, Primary 1. Today in this lesson, we will start with correcting pages 83 and 84 in our activity book. And then we'll read a new text called Alex Bridger, a biography. First, we need to learn what biography means. It means a story written about someone, about the life of someone. And then complete pages 85 and 86 in our activity book. 82 in the activity book. We've already corrected this one, so you should have it correct. But go ahead and have a look. If it's not corrected, here are the answers. Number 1, did the writer enjoy the day? Circle yes or no. We think yes, right? How do we know? There could be lots of different answers here. But the writer, we don't know her name, says that she's happy. The activities are fun. What they're doing at the animal park looks fun. And also she says at the end it was a brilliant day. And brilliant is a good day, isn't it? Better than good. Then you're circling the words. Number 2 on a sheet of paper. Lots of you have sent this to me in Google Classroom and I've corrected it and replied back to you. Hopefully you've got that. If you have any problems, please let me know. Number A, letter A. Circle the words or phrases that tell you when something happened. You should circle finally, during the afternoon, at 4 o'clock, and at lunchtime. Let's draw a line to link the labels to the correct animals at the animal park. And you have the names and pictures. Hippo, spider, giraffe, panda, lion, and tiger. This activity wasn't so tricky. Hopefully we can do that. But the next activity, writing the numbers, was a little bit more tricky. Add numbers to the animals above to show the order in which they were seen by the class. So we should have lion number 1, tiger number 2, 3 giraffe, 4 hippo, 5 panda, and 6 spider, because they went to see the spiders last. So hopefully you got that. Now let's start the new story, Alex Bridger, a biography. Today we're going to read about Alex Bridger, a biography, and here you've got 2 photos of him. One, he sits in drawing the pictures in his art studio, and the next one he's pictured with his most famous floppy dog. And the other man next to him is Rob. He's the one who writes the stories, and Alex draws the pictures. Let's read the very last text in Unit 8 about my life. This one is titled Alex Bridger, a biography. Introduction. Alex Bridger is a very clever illustrator. He draws and paints pictures for stories. The stories are about 3 children called Biff, Chip, and Kipper. They have a dog called Floppy. Lots of children read the stories and love Alex's illustrations. How did Alex get his job? Why do children love his illustrations? Read about his life to find out. And then in the picture, we have a picture of a man drawing pictures, and then it has the caption, Alex in his art studio. Alex Bridger has illustrated hundreds of books. He has drawn Floppy, the dog, 30,000 times. Biff, who's the girl, has a twin brother called Chip. Kipper is their younger brother. We know all about them, don't we? Because they're in the books we read. Alex's childhood. Alex was born in 1956 in Czechoslovakia. Today, the country is called the Czech Republic. Alex was born in the city of Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic. Where were you born? Were you born in Las Palmas or another city? Alex's parents were artists, so Alex did lots of drawing as a little boy. When he was older, he drew cartoons. And then we have 2 pictures. One, the caption says 3-year-old Alex, and he's painting. And then the second one says Alex was 10 years old when he did this cartoon. So that's a picture that he drew. Looks like a funny cartoon. A new country. In 1968, Czechoslovakia was invaded by another country called the Soviet Union. Army tanks rolled down the streets. Tanks came into Alex's school grounds too. Alex's mom and dad were very upset. They told Alex and his sister that they must leave Czechoslovakia. One night, the family packed their bags and set off in the car. They went on small, quiet roads so that the soldiers did not stop them. After a long journey, the family got to England to start a new life. Alex was 12 years old. And then we have the picture of them. They're quietly going on the road. You can see the army is next to them. The soldiers are by the fire. The family escaped from Czechoslovakia, says the caption. We have the map, and this shows, the caption says, it was a long journey to England. And in the picture, you have the country of the Czech Republic, and then you have the dotted line to England. And that's trying to show you how far they had to go across several countries and a sea to get to England. In England. At first, Alex could not understand English. He drew lots of pictures at school and did not listen to the teachers. A teacher told him off. "You, stop drawing pictures." But the teacher looked at his drawings. He said, "Alex, these are very good and look like book illustrations." First jobs. Alex's first job was a book about Spain. He was 16. His career as an illustrator had started. And then we have a picture. It's a family photo. Alex with his sister, mum, and dad in England. Biff, Chip, Kipper, and Floppy. In 1984, the author Rod Hunt wanted an illustrator for his Biff, Chip, and Kipper books. He liked Alex's illustrations. He asked Alex to draw Biff, Chip, Kipper, and Floppy. In July, Alex illustrated the first story about Biff, Chip, and Kipper. It was called A New Dog, so Floppy was in it too. Next, he illustrated 23 more stories by Rod. In 1986, 24 stories were published and sold to schools. The books were popular and read by children in the UK. Later, children in lots of countries started reading Rod and Alex's books. The stories were very popular, so the publisher asked Rod and Alex to write lots of new stories. And then we have a picture. Children around the world love the Oxford Reading Tree books. We read them too, don't we? Family life. In 1989, Alex married Dina. They had 2 children, Kelly and Dylan. When Kelly and Dylan were young, they helped their father illustrate 2 of his books. 500 books! In 2012, Alex and Rod were each given a special award by Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain. Alex was very proud of this award, but he said, "The best thing is that over the world, millions of children enjoy reading our books." By 2013, Alex had illustrated over 500 Oxford Reading Tree books. His books are sold in 136 countries. The stories are in 9 different languages. And in the picture, we have the Reading Tree books that we know, but they're not written in English. They're written in all the different languages. Some maybe we can recognize, some we can't. Do you see any in Spanish? Perhaps. Let's look at the word cloud. Cartoons are simple and amusing drawings of characters. Illustrator is a person who draws pictures for magazines, books, advertising, etc. Published is when he says he released a new book. And Soviet Union was a set of countries including Russia, but it separated in 1991. We don't have the Soviet Union any longer. Now let's turn to the activity book. A. Read and respond. Tick the sentence that is true. And you have 3 sentences. Alex Bircher writes stories about Biff, Chip, and Kipper. Alex Bircher draws and paints illustrations for storybooks. And number 3, Alex Bircher teaches children how to paint. Which one is the correct one? Does he write the stories or does he only draw the pictures? Tick the one that you think is correct. Letter B, read and respond. In which city was Alex born? And then we have Layla giving us a hint. Read the captions on page 85 of the anthology to find the answer. And you've got your anthology here. What does it say? He's born in Czechoslovakia, but Czechoslovakia is not the city, it's the country. So where's a city? Where's the word city? Can you find it? Letter C, what do you think? How interesting is Alex's biography? With a partner, list one idea for extra information and one idea for an extra picture to make the biography more exciting. So then we have the sentence, I would include information on. And then the sentence, I would include an extra picture of. So what do we think would be a good idea? Well, what would we like to see more information on? Would we like to see him painting? Would we like to see Letter A. Add the missing S, ing, and ed to this sentence. Here's the sentence. Later, children in lot of countries start read Rod and Alex's books. So then we have to try and fix it. Could it be later children in lots, or children in lotting of countries, or children in lotted of countries? Did they starting, or did they started read? Now what do we put on read? Reads, reading, or read Rod and Alex's books? Let's see if we can fix that sentence.